These are our friends Jenkin, say hi,
We need to get Mudbug too.
and Ned, and Mudbug back there with the hat on.
Hey.
And we're going to ask them some of the same questions. I just want to know what your overall impression of the trail has been. And you can talk about highlights, lowlights. Jenkin, I know this has been a phenomenal experience for you. So I guess you can go first. What have you thought about your experience on the trail? And you can be honest.
I would say it's been one of the most rewarding, best experiences of my life.
He said be honest, Tom.
But if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it again?
No. It was a very tough, it was tremendously challenging in many different ways.
Yeah.
And to be able to be challenged and go through it is just amazing. The highlights of my trip have been the friends I've met, especially Mudbug.
There's Mudbug. He's your friend, Mudbug.
And I really can't say much of the trail. I didn't really like most of the trails. Gorgeous, but I'd rather drive it. Probably the low parts of the trail probably have been the actual pain and dealing with the pain.
Like physical pain?
The physical pain. And sometimes mental pain. But all in all, it's one of those things that when you're through doing something like this, it's such a wonderful experience that no matter how bad you thought of it or whatever, it's still a life-learning, wonderful thing. And the last thing I can say is, I did this for Gina. But I also did it for God.
Cool.
And I'm thankful for Him in my life.
Cool.
That's it.
It's not about the miles, it's about the smile. And I love this trail. I want to hike all the trails. I want to be a Triple Crowner, so we're going to go do the...
Jenkin's going to go with you, isn't he?
Yeah, we're going to go do the PCT and the CDT. Hiking is wonderful. It's great. You meet people from all over the world that are wonderful, like you two. There are some downfalls. It is tough physically, it's tough emotionally. You do get stressed, but I think that makes you become a better and stronger person in the long run. So I would highly recommend this trail while you're young. Don't wait till you're old like us.
And I got to ask, how old are you guys?
50-ish.
50-ish? Okay.
50-ish.
So,
old enough to be your parents.
So if you can do it, anybody can do it.
I'm 51.
There you go.
51,
That's
okay.
right. So, but overall it's been very positive, and I'm glad that I did the trail.
Cool. Very good. Thanks, guys. I'm going to go over here to Mudbug, who's eating his chicken packet.
Yep, very good. Well,
Mudbug, what's been your least favorite part about this whole experience?
least? Well, I mean, it's pretty much what I expected, except it's a lot harder. I mean, everything else has been pretty much the same. You know, weather, I guess.
Really?
Dealing with the weather. I didn't know it was going to bother me that much. Getting stuck out in the Shenandoahs and the tornado and the lightning, and that's probably the part I dislike the most, the weather.
Okay. And your favorite?
Just the people you meet on the trail, off the trail, you know, people that are taking you back to their house and cooked for you and just taking such good care of you, and Rob Bird and Bob Peoples and the mayor of Unionville, and just so many people that have been great to the hikers.
Now, you've been with Jenkin and Ned for a while, right?
Since Roan Mountain. What is that, North Carolina?
That's on the North Carolina-Tennessee border.
Tennessee? Yeah.
And that's been pretty cool?
Yeah, it's been great. Love hiking with them.
Cool.
There's been a lot of other great people on the trail, too. Pretty much everyone you meet, you know.
Are you looking forward to getting done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Cool. Now, you've got something to go home to, right?
Yeah, just back to normal life, and
Okay.
maybe plan a few more hiking trips.
I was kind of setting you up for you to give a shout out to someone special.
Yes, fiance is waiting for me.
Okay,
back
your
home.
fiance, fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
And she's supportive of this whole trip?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, Mudbug and Jenkin and Ned. You guys are going to end up on our website. Won't that be fun?
Very well.
This is the official start
Oh shoot, Holly.
of the Mahoosic Notch. Don't mind James as I'm making a video over here. Do you want me to pause this so you can chat for a minute, or can I finish this?
I forgot to put my poles up.
Oh, you better get right on that for a minute. It's officially, in the book and in everyone's opinion, the hardest mile on the entire Appalachian Trail. Looking down here, it doesn't look so menacing yet, but it usually takes people about an hour. Well, the fastest we've heard is an hour and 15 minutes, and the longest we've heard that it's taken people has been upwards of 4 hours. And we don't quite have that much daylight left, so we hope it doesn't take us that long. What's the official time?
It is 4:25.
4:25. We will let you know when we're done how long it took us to do the Mahoosic Notch. The reason it's called the most difficult mile on the AT is because of things like this. Drops down into holes that are 20 feet below us, and stretches like Melissa's making that people her size shouldn't be able to make. I'm not going to record for long, but I am at a section that seems pretty easy to walk by comparison to the others, so I'll show you a bit of it. Put my hand down here just because there's no other way to do it. Sit down for a second. Sorry about all the bumps. That's where I just came down. We're making pretty good time, I think, not having looked at a clock. And we're both really enjoying ourselves because technical rock hopping and stuff like that, we really just enjoy doing. But I'm going to show you here. Quite a step down. Oh, but for a lot of people it spells lots of trouble. I'll show you back where Mel's coming. What I just stepped off of there. She's gonna do it the short-legged person way, which I don't disagree with that at all. Alright, now we're gonna go back to finishing this thing. Mahoosic Notch.
Here's the same section of Mahoosic Notch. Just gonna show you from my perspective what it looks like. Very hard. We're getting tired, and our knees are getting tired of having to squat down because these boulders are huge. So there you have it. I better stop so I can catch up with him.